Alright guys, Mark Rodriguez here, and I got a couple of figures. This time it's mostly Ninja Turtle figures as I continue to dig up things to get ready for the big move. And this time I got to organize in a way where it's like, different versions of the same character, because it's kind of fun, all these different iterations and stuff. So starting things off, let me just get the non-Ninja Turtle character out of the way real quick. We got Mario here that I bought way back in the day. This was back when Nintendo was still somewhat new. And I forgot if either Mario 3 was out or was like round around the corner. But we did had Mario and Duck Hunt, and we wanted to go to Toys R Us to get like Super Mario Bros. 2. And I think this might have been probably the first time we've ever been to Toys R Us back then. And of course we weren't like too familiar with it. So, there are no used games there or no deals or bargains. Like you're paying what the game costs. So it was too expensive for us back in the day. And yeah, we didn't want to leave empty-handed, so I got this Mario figure, and it's still with me to this day. And like I said, this is back in the Mario 1, 2, and 3 era, which explains why Mario's kind of like off-model. Like nowadays, Mario is very carefully like on model and all his like promotional stuff and everything. So this is back in the day before he got this more solid look. So I guess this is kind of like his Mario 1 and 2 look. Maybe you kind of look at it from that perspective. So anyways, on to the Turtles themselves. First we got the NECA Mirage Comics Leonardo, looking badass here. And of course, like I said before, the Mirage Turtles all got red bandanas and everything back in the day before the other versions got more popular with the multi-color bandana. So no, it's not like a weird mistake or nothing. It is supposed to be a red bandana. I think by now most Turtle fans know this already because, they've been around for so long and everyone has that whole, did you know they had red bandanas? So I'm sure most of you guys know already. So speaking of other versions, we got Leonardo here from the 2016 CGI movie. And it's looking pretty cool. And these figures are also made by Playmates, but they were way taller than the regular 2003 figures. So they really do stand out with all new sculpts and models. And speaking of which, we've got April here. Let me put some support because her legs are so small and skinny and whatever, her feet, that it's hard for her to stand on her own. So anyways, this April here, also from the same 2016 CGI movie. And she was voiced by Sarah Michelle Gellar. And to get all the Aprils in one place here, we got April there, followed by the, of course, original 80s Ninja Turtles April. This is a re-release. I could never get April back in the day and stuff like that. And you know how it is. Back when you were a kid, when you're like a boy, a lot of boys don't buy female figures, even though they're based on boy toy lines or whatever. I know it's stupid now, but that's what you think when you were a kid back then or whatever. Like you don't want to buy an April toy. She's a girl. That kind of nonsense that most of us grow out of. But yeah, so I never got the original. This is like the re-release, since Playmates did start re-releasing all the 80s ones. And then we've got of course the Megan Fox version of April, which is based on the, I forgot what year they came out. Like, was it 2018 or I forgot what year it came out. But this is the Megan Fox version of April from the first movie. I think they re-released another version of her for the second movie, but I never got that one, never had time. But I just got it because it's just unique. I didn't want to get the turtle figures, all weird looking and whatever, but at least April, because, hey, it's Megan Fox representation, And then we've got April O'Neil, the other one from the, from the 2012 cartoon. So there's April. And of course, she's one of the first ones in the first run, because it was like the Turtles, April, Splinter, Shredder, whatever. So she's one of the OGs there. And her legs actually open like this, which is, no, they don't, do they? No, they don't. Never mind. I thought, it looks so weird. I thought she was like bow-legged, but no. But anyway, she stands out as the other one there. And I never got the 2003 April, which would have been like the combo breaker, because all four of these are yellow, and she's the only one that has like a purple top and like brownish beige pants or whatever. Anyways, here we got Raphael from, I guess, Super Deformed thing here. Version from some other like toy line or whatever, and we got a Donatello here. It also stands out from a completely different little miniature toy line, and both of these I got from the Ninja Turtle, most likely from the Turtle, the TMNT box from back in the day and stuff like that. And there we go. So then we move on a little bit more over here. We got different versions of Rocksteady. Now this one I'm not 100% sure. I want to say that this is the original Rocksteady that we bought for Johnny for his birthday way back, like back then, when the figures were new and everything. So I want to say it's him because I don't really remember buying one of the re-releases for him. And let me check if there's Usually in the back. Oh, wait. Ooh, let me see. Hold on, guys. Let me get a closer look at this. God damn, it's so small, and I'm like fucking up my eyes trying to see it. There's some kind of copyright on here, and I want to see if it says. Well, let me see if I put it here in the camera. Maybe in retrospect, yeah, it's kind of weird. We're zooming in on Rocksteady's butt, but we got words on there. I can't tell because I know it's gonna say copyright, blah blah blah, of whatever year it was released, but it's like. God damn, it's like I need glasses on top of glasses. Yeah, I can't tell. This is like, I'm gonna have to take a picture of it and then zoom it in. But like I say, I want to say that this is the original Rocksteady that Johnny got for his birthday that has somehow survived all the multiple moves, because I do not remember for the life of me that we ever bought one of the re-releases. But anyways, we got a more cartoonish Rocksteady here. And yeah, it's kind of cartoonish. Some of his details are kind of weird and everything. But he's based somewhat on the cartoon and everything, because the cartoon got a slightly different, color scheme. He never had this black tank top thing, black wife beater in the cartoon or anything like that. That was, that was kind of different. And then here's the other Rocksteady. Oh yes, I am the Rocksteadies. This is the Russian Rocksteady. The Starenko is like a Russian arms dealer from the 2012 cartoon that got mutated into Rocksteady and everything. I'm pretty sure it got Bebop too and everything. So that's just the what do you call it, the 2012 version of the character, so it's kind of cool. And then finally, as we move on along here, because I wanted to, let me see, show off these. Let me just bring them forward because they can barely stand. We've got the, again, the 2012 CG, no, sorry, the 2016, my mind's all over the place, 2013, whatever year it was, I don't even remember anymore, but, oh god, it was 2007, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 2007, so it's a 2007 CGI movie, but anyways, this is Karai, which is based on that movie, and this is, once again, a Karai I showed you in the last video from the 2003 cartoon, but just kind of cool to see them side by, oh god, they're gonna fall, they're side by side, but you can also see the difference in heights between the figures based in the movie as opposed to the figures based on the 2003 cartoon. And then to bring it up here, we got the Shredder. Although Shredder is pretty taller, he still is pretty tall there compared to almost the same height as the Karai figure. But then if we bring in, for example, Leonardo back here again, we still do see that Leonardo, oh god, let me get him in a better area so you can see him. But yeah, you can see Leonardo is still way taller than Shredder. In fact, in this angle, he came in like fit in the hole. There we go. And then finally, we got this smaller Shredder that's from the same toy line as this Raphael. So I'll put them side by side from the same whatever. I'm sorry, I'm bad with the companies. Whatever company these guys are from, but. I'm pretty sure some of them I bought them on purpose. One of them I might have gotten from the TMNT box, but one of these guys I actually like sought out to buy on purpose. So there you go. So anyways, guys, DeMar Rodriguez here, signing off. We got all kinds of cool figures, all kinds of cool turtle stuff, and probably more Dragon Ball and other anime and even Street Fighter things here and there, to be honest. But all these things are going to get packed up and they're going to go to the big move. So that just shows that once again, they'll be surviving even my oldest figures, the Mario one and the Rocksteady one that belonged to Johnny, that, Johnny doesn't really care to come back for or whatever, whatever. But these figures from our super childhood from way back in the day are going to continue to endure because they're going to be following us on this next trip to this other place we're moving on to. So they just keep on coming with us. You know what I mean? They're always along for the ride. So anyways, see y'all later. Mark Rodriguez here signing off. See you next time. Alright amigos, so thanks to modern technology, we can see here that it either says 1988 or 1986. I want to say 1988. So yeah, this is the original figure from way back in the day when they were releasing the turtle figures and whatnot. These would belong to Johnny. So we got to win the oldest Ninja Turtle toy that I have, because everything else is like re-releases or, newer figures that have been purchased and all that kind of stuff. So that is kind of interesting to figure it out. And I'm wondering what Johnny's gonna say when he finds out that I still got his toy. Because again, you know, he doesn't really care. He's not gonna come back and, yo, where's the Rocksteady toy, Mark, or whatever. But it is interesting that we still own this toy from way back then. None of my other figures, I used to own Raphael, Michelangelo, the original Shredder, Splinter, the little Mouser, Casey Jones, all of them are all gone. This is the only survivor. Rocksteady survived. So anyways, yeah, see you next time.